Hi, welcome to Teach Me Tuesdays. I'm Kristi Simpson and I'm here with Leisure Arts. You can find me on Kristi Simpson Designs and find out all the fun things going there, as well as check out everything that's going on Leisure Arts. This week will be my last week as host for Teach Me Tuesday, so I decided to have a yarn cake party. So today we will be talking about yarn cakes and how awesome they are, and Lion Brand is so awesome to have brought me all these cakes today for the party. But anyway, let's get started, and make sure as we go you say hi, tell me your favorite yarn cake. We're going to be talking about these two books today, Cakery Crochet and Knit Cakery. So if you comment today, that enters you into a giveaway for a set of these books. So crochet, knit, you're in luck whether you do one or the other or both. So let's talk about yarn cakes. Years and years and years ago, the only way I could get a yarn cake in my area, because they weren't readily available at that time, was to get a yarn hank at a yarn shop. And then they would take and they would put it on a Swift and they would wind it up and it would turn into this beautiful cake, and I absolutely loved it. For one, you can't work straight out of a hank or else it'll tangle up. And two, it was just an awesome little cake like this, and you could work from the center to the outside, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I would have these neat little things that I could bring home, and I just felt so special and I just loved it. So whenever they started coming out with cakes, I just got so excited, because one, they stack really neat, and two, they had come in all kinds of colors now. Let's see who's joining us. Let's see. Dee, hi Dee, and Susie, Marina, Chris Lopez, all kinds of people. Yay! So hi everybody. Oh, let's see. Let me read some of them instead of just send the names. Dee says, woohoo, party with Kristi and my favorite cake. So yeah, we can have cake today guilt-free, isn't that right? Yes, mandala, crochet. We'll go over the different kinds from Lion Brand. This is going to be a lot of fun. Oh, Susie says, I will miss you. Well, I'll be on here off and on, and you'll get to see a lot of other designers as well. So let me show you a few of these designs in the books to show you how awesome this cake yarn is. This one is the crochet. It's called Cakery Crochet. Isn't that just the cutest? And they have everything in it, from like knits and shawls, a top, a vest, a cowl, a shawl, an afghan even, and then there's one called a short heels shell. Oh, it's another top. Isn't that cool? And as you can see from my cakes on display here, they come in variegated and in solids. So we'll talk about that. Isn't that cool, that shawl or cape? Cowl. I'll call it everything. How about that? Whatever you want it to be. Oh, this is a circle vest. And I knew it was there, but when I saw it, I just love it. If somebody wants to make me one, I'm all for it. Okay. Oh, this shawl, it's like almost like a super scarf, but it's beautiful and a solid. Okay, so that one is the crochet, and this is the Cakery Crochet. And all the yarn in there is by Lion Brand. And this is the knit. Let's see if you have any questions. If you have any questions about the books, Cheryl says, I like the Lion Brand cakes. And Dawn says, hi. Someone says, I've only done blankets. Dan says, but I'm looking forward to using more. Yes, the blanket is awesome. Now, in the Knit Cakery, there are lots of designs: a shawl, a scarf, a hat, afghan, cardigan, shawl, actually 3 shawls, 4 shawls, a cowl, and then it also gives you general instructions in the back, like all the Leisure Arts books do. Just awesome. So if you don't know how to knit, this is a great way to start, because there are beginner projects in here, and it tells you, you know, easy, beginner, all the different levels. But this one uses the Ferris wheel. Do I have that one? Okay, this scarf uses this one. Isn't that cool how it works up when it's knitted like that? All these colors just shine and work right into the next one. And then they used a hat with that. Now, the Egg Harbor Afghan. This one is really, really, really cool. And I loved this one so much. I loved all the colors, and I was like, that's a lot of skeins, but really, let me show you what we did. Okay, so we used the mandala, the Thick and Quick. So this is a super bulky. See how thick that yarn is? That's awesome. And it works up really fast, whether you crochet or knit. And we took, my daughter is 22, and she loves this yarn also. And she knits, and she was excited to make this blanket. This is that blanket. But we edited it and made it into a baby blanket. So we used 4 1/4 skeins. So it doesn't take that many. See, isn't that pretty? Look at how all the colors come together. Now, the trick with this one is that we used different colors of the cakes. Now, my mind couldn't see that. If I walked into a yarn shop or, you know, a craft shop and saw all of these together, I would have never dreamed in a million years to put 5 different skeins of mandala together. But since I could see it in this book, and this is like one of the easiest ones, look how cool the colors come together, and they all blend. So Line Brand does an awesome job working colors that will work together for different projects. So that is the Egg Harbor Afghan, or edit it and make it smaller to make a baby blanket, or any size that you want, really. Let's see what other comments we have before I show you some more. Okay, yes, Dee, these books are newer. Let's see. Cheryl says, I've made blankets, scarves, a vest, pillows, a bag, and a sweater. Dawn says, I love the mandala yarns for circular vests. Always turn out gorgeous. Yes, they do. And then we've got so many people on here. Thank you for joining me today. Okay, so let me go over. Okay, so we talked about the Thick and Quick. I want to make sure I said it right. The mandala yarn. And then we have a light and easy cardigan. And you see how the colors just fade one to the next? That's what's so awesome about this yarn. This is the Shawl in a Cake, and this is what they used on that one. And look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And how it just works from one color to the next. Now this one is a weight 4, and it has a little bit of texture to it. I wonder if you can see it a little bit better. Am I lining that up good? Okay. And it has a little bit of sparkle in it as well. So this one is the neutral. And then I have right here, this one is a different one as well. Isn't that pretty? All the purples and blues and green in it. So there's so many, many, many options. And then whenever it comes to working in solids, this is this yarn here in several colors. So you can actually still mix and match your own colors if you want to. Now this one's awesome. This one's actually a cotton and bamboo blend. It's like 50% cotton, 50% rayon from bamboo. So it's really pretty. It has the soft texture from cotton, but I love working with it. I have a gray one here too. Isn't that awesome? And these little things have 232 yards in them. They're awesome. They're weight 3. So we have lots of options in weights as well. Like I said, these are weight 3. These are weight 4. These mandalas are, and so are the cupcake. Look at the cool colors. And there's so many color options. And then we have, oh, well, the Ferris wheel is also a weight 4, but there are weight 5s out there. This one is the weight 6. So there are so many options by Line Brand. You know, just go on there, find what you want, what you need, and then the colors are so awesome. Look at how cool. I mean, you have such a variety that you can choose from. The cupcake yarn has like 590 yards in it. So you can work through a variety of colors in one skein. Now, oh, and make sure I have my awesome husband helping me today. Let me check these, and then let's see. Let's see. All mandala will go together. Well, you know, it's possible. I mean, I would have never thought that all of them, but there's 6 or 7 skeins that they wanted in this book, which you need to pick up from Leisure Arts. In this blanket right here, they use 7 different ones. So I don't know if all of them will go together, but I know the ones that we put together for this blanket worked awesome. Susie said, shawl and a cake is new to me. Dee said she hasn't seen the Thick and Quick mandalas. So that's awesome. Are the little ones Kobu? Now, I'm from Alabama, and I don't know if it's Kobu or Kobu, but I'm assuming it's Kobu. So however you want to say it, have a cake. Bernadette says, hi from Pontiac, Michigan. Hey, thanks for joining us. All right, so what's next? We've talked about the different weights and textures. We've talked about the blanket. We've talked about colors made easy. Okay, well, we haven't, but let's do. Now, as I started crocheting and knitting years and years and years ago, I had a hard time mixing colors. I stuck with neutrals or just blues and pinks or the pre-variegated that came out there, but there's so many more options now. Like here, I would have never put these together. They're a little bit contrasting, but they've done the yarn in such a way to where it blends from one yarn color to the next. It's not just a chop off next color. They kind of blend it. So they've done a wonderful job, and then they've made like heathered variations. So you have a lot of options. So you go to the store and you find one that you like. But say there's one color in the favorite one that you don't like, or maybe there's one color in it that you're like, oh, that would be a border, but it's in the middle of the cake. So let me show you what you can do. So you like the green, but you want it for the border because it's just so pretty and all that kind of stuff. So you kind of just slide your finger into the cake, and then you can kind of edit it yourself. Or say you wanted to use the green first and then the pink and purple and yellow, you can pick and choose what colors you want in what order. Even though they're already preset, you can kind of edit it, and that just works up just the same way as working from the cake directly. Now, we've talked through both books. I've shown you our awesome blanket, all the different options. Oh, I didn't tell you about the comfy cotton. If you like working with cotton, this one is 50% cotton, 50% polyester. You can find this one. I know I've seen it out and about. This is another solid. It also comes in true variegated and lots of colors, blues, pinks, all kinds of different things, and there are 392 yards in these. I had went to a craft shop the other day, and I was comparing the yardages in cakes to the skeins that you can get, and the skeins were like this, and they were long, and that's the traditional. You can usually work from the center or the outside, you know, and then they won't roll around, but these are just these little cute little compact things. Like I said from the beginning, I just love them. So on these, you can work from the inside or you can work from the outside and they won't roll around. So that's 2 awesome benefits.
What's the difference in yardage? You started
Say that again?
You started talking about the yardage.
Oh, the yardage. Okay, so the yardage between the skeins and the cakes are the same. The ones that are comparable, like I saw homespun, and I don't have any of that here, But if you find it in the skein, it's normally, just make sure you compare it, it is the same. And so you have a little cute compact cake, or you can have the skein. You can work from either. But now that these are all here, you can see all of the colors that you're going to be working with at once. So let me check these before we head out. Let's see. Sandy says they are easy to take when you travel. That is so true. We have people from North Carolina and Arizona here today. And then we have people that say they love the comfy cotton blend. Yes, it's really, really awesome and soft. So, like I said, you can follow us at Kristi Simpson Designs. I'm so glad that you joined me here today for my cake party. But make sure that you follow Leisure Arts for the upcoming Teach Me Tuesdays next Tuesday, also at 4. And then Thursday, don't forget that they have their Leisure Life Live, where they show you a ton of products, and Leisure Arts is always awesome bringing new things to you. So again, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you later.